Hi everyone, this is Alair Games, and it's finally time. A Demon Slayer movie has been released in some form or another, uh, and that means I finally get to watch it. And this means more Demon Slayer, so I'm really excited about that. If you haven't seen my reaction to the first season, um, I'm a little curious as to why you're watching my reaction to the movie, but uh, I recently re-uploaded that on my new channel, and just in time for me to be able to watch this. And if you have watched it, you know that I'm really, really enthusiastic about this series. Uh, Demon Slayer is one of those series where I have very little to complain about it. I'm not the type of reactor that typically doesn't have something to complain about because I'm extremely honest about every single thing that I see and I'm not shy about my opinions, and that can put a lot of people off. But at the same time, it means that sometimes when there's a show or series or movie or any type of media that I adore, and there is basically no complaints, it makes that series kind of stand out all the more and makes for, I think, a little different, something a little different from what I regularly do. So, yeah, I'm excited to see more of this series, and apparently, season 2 has been announced as well, so that's also pretty exciting. Uh, the movie is also done by UFO Table, a very competent studio, mainly in being able to blend 3D and 2D animation together in a very cost effective way, I want to say. I don't know if their budget is a lot more than other series. Maybe it is. But, when it comes to them producing TV shows, most of their stuff is top tier. So it's always impressive, and I don't think I've ever watched a movie from them yet. This might be my first UFO Table movie. And yes, I know how I'm pronouncing UFO Table, but I want to pronounce it UFO Table because I think it's funny. If you don't know that. uh yeah, so this is going to be the first time seeing what their production is like when it's put into a movie instead of a TV show. It's always higher in movies, so I'm looking forward to it quite a bit, especially considering the production value of the TV show was already top notch. So yeah, with that said, let's get started. That almost looks live action a little bit. Are these all the demon slayers that have died fighting demons? Who's that person next to him? Oh, is it one of the creepy twins? Apparently one of them is a guy. The art style feels really different. Okay, yeah, so it is demon slayers who've died in battle, basically. She looks older, or that character looks older. I don't know which one of the twins it is. Also, remember them being shorter, so it does look like they're older. So maybe it's a third character that looks like them. I really wonder what the story is with those twins, though. Kind of feel like maybe putting UFO table like separate with UFO capitalized and then table, separate in the thumbnail. I wonder if that would annoy anyone. All right, where we left off at the end of the first season. Last we saw, they basically ran up to the train, caught up to it, got on, and that's where it finished with with the camera kind of panning around and showing all the different people that are gonna participate in this arc. I want to call it. So it's exactly where we left off here. One of the people that watched my reaction to this really appreciated the fact that I didn't hate on Zenitsu too much, which I guess it is pretty surprising. Wow, look at that 3D. I'm really impressed at how Tanjiro's able to uh, stand upright, completely and totally upright with the weight of his sister on his back. Usually, when you have like any amount of weight, you kind of like compensate with your body position to create a better stable center of mass or center of balance. But Tanjiro just stands up straight, which would mean that he would tip over. Kind of feel like he's either doing something with his feet where he like grabs onto the ground or something, or she's so light that it doesn't affect his posture. All right. I don't know what I'm going to do for the thumbnail. Oh, he's here too. Right, right, right. Oh, that actually looks really good. Why is he just yelling that though? I guess that previous one specifically was so good he let out all that air. Seems like a lot of people in that order are very, very weird in some way. You need to chew better, man. Wow. How does one person eat all that? His sister, yeah. This is a nice reintroduction to everything for people who don't remember what happened last time all too much. Seems this guy is pretty accepting now. It really does seem that, the word of the master is basically law. Since it's been decided, they're not going to argue it, it seems. So people who are on this train are dying or something. Yet the train is still basically operating. Must be a little weird talking to this guy. Oh, God, that looks so freaking good. And this, I don't know. It seems like it's rotoscoped, but I'm not sure. I mean, it seems exactly like rotoscoping. All right, well, that settles that. Bye. I was about to mention that he doesn't really make eye contact, does he? Oh, thunder, huh? Well, that has more than four elements. Sorry, Avatar. Interesting. Well, he's still willing, it seems. I don't know where this wind is coming from, though. Yes, still, we gotta talk about this lack of eye contact here. What? Clearly, yes. It kind of gives me the same vibe that shoot, what's his name? A certain character in the Disastrous Life of Psyche K. He's the class representative. I think Hyro is his name. Man, look at that! Did you see the way the grass and foliage reacted to the wind of the train? Well, there goes Zenitsuing again. I can't say I missed that. I wouldn't expect you to react any other way, Zenitsu. So you can tell him to shut up. Oh, is that who I think it is? No, no, doesn't seem to be. I think the last we saw him, he was a woman, so I don't know. That conductor doesn't seem like the most human person. Is he gonna attack him? Oh, something magical happened. I'm pretty sure. This guy's in a zombie-like state if I've ever seen one. I feel he's already gotten hurt. Everyone's pretty calm about this. Oh, there we go. Now they're freaking out. Also, this is a very roomy interior. Oh, look at that. Oh man, I feel those people sitting next to them don't have any hearing anymore. That looks so freaking. That is such a cool sword. I miss these kinds of visuals. You would think that they wouldn't be able to make such broad movements in a train like this. He explodes too. Look at that. Those people are just standing there. How did he? Well, I kind of feel this would be more believable if the train was wider. There was more space between the seats. I say that, but this already asks for a lot of suspension of disbelief when they're doing the things that they do. It also seems like this is going to be a very demon-packed place. Is already the second one we're encountering. This guy's very spider-like. Thought we had enough of spiders in the first season. Let's call him Slenderman-like, just to classify him as something else. So I guess there's going to be people running to and fro regularly while they're fighting these creatures. What form did he use first? I kind of missed that. Oh, look at that. I wonder how similar this looks to the time Tanjiro used the flame breathing. Like, if I was to compare them side by side, if it's the same effect or not. I feel it might be a little more personalized for this guy. Oh, I've said this before, but that sword is amazing. And now he wants to be. Is this actually happening? I don't know what's going on here. Is he just imagining this? No, I guess not. This was actually happening. You guys have got to realize by this point that what? Something's happening when the lights are flickering and turning off. But what? What happened here? I wonder he was so zombie like, but oh god. But I thought it was like some sort of physical thing affecting him. So this is interesting. And he just kills him instantly. Who are these? They're clearly not demons. So they're serving the demons for some reason. Okay, so is he still alive? Seems this demon doesn't want to eat anyone so far. So I wonder, is this a part of this going to be them trying to get out of the dream? And is it a shared dream? Were we just seeing the dream of the flame swordsman? It seems that Tanjiro is dreaming something else then. Probably flashing back to, that day. Though he has all of his stuff, which means it's him, in the current day, but he's in the same location. And it seems that he's in the same location where his sister first turned into a demon. Oh no, he's not gonna imagine it happening, is he? Or even worse? Well, I don't know if it's worse, but like a little more tragically. Is it gonna be like him? Is he dreaming of being able to save them? And doing this, he's gonna want to stay, and that's how the demon can trap the people in there because he might create a reality where the people don't want to leave. I think that was a little apparent at what we saw previously with them praising the guy. Now this guy, I have no idea what his abilities are yet. Oh, okay, that's his. All right, that's a bit cunning. So if he says he's gonna break them, then he's probably gonna try and reproduce the tragedy. I wonder what's going on here. They must have some sort of ability or something. There's a reason they have to be tied. It's just rope. Oh, are they going to be like some sort of assassin or something in the dream? Nezuko hasn't oh, there she is. Unless that's the mom. I think that's the mom. Where the heck is Nezuko? I feel this is probably something. It probably means something. I don't know where this is, in which direction it's going to go. Is it going to go the route where he has to try and escape a happy place, or are they going to try to kill him in the dream? I feel it's one of those two. Okay, so it does seem to be going the happy dream route. So we're gonna see theirs too. I'm curious about Inosuke's. Oh my god, of course. Of course he'd be dreaming of Nezuko. This is so disturbing. This is a horror dream. Of course he's super cool in his dream all the time when he wants to be. Alright, let's see Inosuke. I feel his won't be as scary. Nezuko's in this one too. Oh, but it's the kid Nezuko. I'm never gonna call them by those names. Oh, of course the train is a monster in this. That's hilarious. Also, of course, Nezuko is still adorable in this one, just in a different way. It's like baby rabbit adorable instead of the regular just girl adorable. Oh, so I guess the end of the other dream. Hmm. I guess the other dream where they fought ended or something. That's weird. Maybe the first part was a shared dream? I do that all the time, except I have a phone instead of a phone or an e-reader instead of a book. Nope. Seems he has some daddy issues. Seems like that might be a common theme for some people in the series. Like that one demon in the house that wanted to be a writer or something. These people have some very wild hair. Seems like he wouldn't. Okay, so he was also one. Makes a little more sense that he's not that impressed. It's bothered me a little bit how they have black eyebrows, but their hair specifically is really colorful. No, that's not. His father's failure become the same failure that he makes. That ever again seems to them, and then like stab them, or even make anyone else stab them. So what is their job? Ah, Rick and Morty style. It's like a simulation. All right, so it is a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. They're going to try and keep them in this state of dreaming by making it a happy dream, but at the same time, they're going to attack a vulnerable part of them, so they kill them. So they are assassins. Okay, so from what I can tell, it seems their motivations for doing dreams. So basically, he drugged them and he's offering more drugs that they're addicted to. So when he was talking about spirit, he was talking almost literally, wasn't he? I feel his spirit isn't going to be that easy to destroy. Oh, wow, that is violent. That hard on her. It does feel to me like they are still victims. So it would feel kind of bad to. It's really weird how Nezuko is in the other two's dreams, but she isn't in his, even though she's much more important to him than they are, or than she is to either of Inosuke or Zenitsu. A happy version of this would also include Nezuko, or a specific demon. Another clue. If they had included Nezuko in this, I feel like he would have let his like he wouldn't be as suspicious. So I really wonder why she wasn't in there. That's a little odd. I don't. Hmm. As, is that his instinct, basically? Wow, this was easier than I thought it was going to be, and it has nothing to do with Nezuko. I don't know if I like this. It's still going, so he didn't fully snap out of it, it seems. I'll assume that, the other version of him in the water was his instinct to survive. Okay, seems he's fully aware, never mind. Oh, are we gonna see Nezuko's dream? Or did it just not affect her? Seems it didn't. She's awake. She's fully awake. Also, that girl is holding out a lot. You'd think she would have passed out by now. Oh, that's adorable. Oh, Nezuko. Oh my god, that's so freaking adorable. I want a Nezuko. Oh, that's I don't like that. Oh my god, I don't want to see her cry. Oh wow, what is that? I have no idea what's going on right now. Uh, oh, that's what that is. Oh no, Nezuko. I have no idea how this makes sense, but go Nezuko. You gonna beg him to stay, or no? They're just exclaiming. Oh, there she is. She finally shows up. Why was she gone the whole time, though? So it seems this dream is now trying harder. If they had included her in the first place, I feel like you wouldn't have gotten suspicious in the first place, but whatever. Is it possible to have a conversation with these dream versions? Yeah, it does seem like something pretty desirable. I'm still wondering why Nezuko didn't show up in the dream until now. From their perspective, these dream people, they're just watching him not say anything. He doesn't really have to say anything. He just really does have to leave. There's no way he could. There's no way he should even talk to them. Oh man, pulling the big guns, huh? The youngest one. Oh man, even they even made him trip. Oh, that is heart wrenching. I didn't think it was going to feel that heart wrenching for some reason, but it definitely is. They did a good job making this seem like a really difficult decision. Normally, when you see these kinds of dream sequences where like a character's supposed to be lured in by by their innermost desires, whether it be like lost family members or things they actually really want, it always makes it seem like it's not that difficult to leave. But this definitely felt like it was difficult to leave. Also, this is interesting how this like outside area compares to the fire one. That's really interesting. Interesting decision to switch suddenly to this area. Why is he drooling? Oh my goodness! That's not a Inosuke, I think. Seems more like a nightmare from her perspective. Oh, I just realized something. He's freaking unconscious, isn't he? Yeah. Not even Nezuko should be allowed in there. I thought the other guys was horror. This takes it to another level. Oh. They didn't put them in any danger. Seems she healed. He's like being suspended while being choked. That is an impressive amount now. Thought it would. Grow to full size again though. Oh goodness. Yeah, they are addicted to the dreams. That sucks. Okay, they're all awake now. Except for that one that was connected to him. Okay, he's awake. Oh, did he get affected by his? See, I didn't expect it not to be though. They're just regular people after all. Yeah, he understands. They just want to help, it seems, just like Tanjiro. Well, it seems they're going to stay sleeping. And yeah, that's a pretty awful disease he has. I don't know if they'll be able to help him, if he's going to be able to be helped at all. I wonder how she's going to manage that. Oh, all right. Confrontation with him already. Um, so he is plenty aware of the dreams he created. It isn't completely determined. It was a crafted dream. So I wonder how the fight between these two are going to go. Though I guess he wasn't going to do that with the Demon Slayers because he wanted to destroy their core. I mean, yeah, that's why I like VR. But you can leave anytime you want there. I like the lens flare that's on the sword. And it seems he wasn't here specifically